No one can stop me, I feel like the greatest. Don't say be humble, I patiently waited. All of this love and I ain't even made it. I got a plan for the bitches that hate it. Running some bitch.
What is poppin', my people? Let's do this, everybody. So this video today is going to basically be my thoughts on UFC 243, what I saw from the main event, and what I think is going to be happening going forward with this middleweight division, kind of what is next with it. So the main event was actually very interesting. It was a very intriguing main event just because of everything around it. A lot of questions. And I don't know if all of those questions got answered. But it was definitely a match that was very good. Shouldn't have been missed. If you were a UFC fan, it was a very interesting match. So it went down between between Robert Whittaker and Israel Adesanya. And most of the questions were, is Whittaker 100% back from injuries? And is Israel Adesanya ready for Whittaker? Number one, I think, in my humble opinion, I don't think Robert Whittaker was 100%, even though his performance was obviously good. I don't believe he was 100%. His style kind of didn't seem the same to me. He just mainly didn't really even try a jab, threw a lot of large bombs, just kind of swinging really hard, while Israel just stood with him, kind of picked him apart, did normal Israel things. And then we also saw a different side to Israel, which is that he's got power too. Knockout in the second round, I believe. He's definitely got power. And then he even knocked him out at the end of the first round. If he had even a second left on the time, if he had a second left just time-wise, he would have gotten the win, I believe. Robert Whittaker was pretty knocked out, in my opinion. But obviously, when I say Whittaker wasn't 100% or performed like he normally does, I'm not taking anything away from Robert at all. He's a great fighter in his own. He's definitely going to be back. He's going to look better. But I don't think obviously wow, how did I miss him? Obviously, a rematch between these two fighters definitely makes logical sense, but I don't think it's going to be the next fight for Israel. I think the next fight for Israel logically is going to be a match between him and Paulo Costa, who is number 2, I believe. He just came off a huge win off of Yoel Romero, and he definitely is probably going to be next, just considering what Israel did after the fight. Israel pointed right at him, after the event, and Paulo looked like he was ready to go in a goddamn collar. Sheesh, a goddamn collar shirt. Honestly, I think a guy like Israel is great for the middleweight division. He brings a Conor McGregor aspect to the division. A lot of smack talk, but that also gets a lot of hype around your fight, which is definitely something you want with any fighter. Someone who can bring in big sales, big ticket sales, who can bring more recognition to your brand is always something that you want. That's what the UFC had in Conor McGregor, and now that he seems kind of done, obviously Israel is kind of filling that slot for the middleweight division, and with him being champion, it only makes it better. The fight took place in Australia. That place was going absolutely nuts. That place was nuts. just because of the fact that Israel was New Zealand and Whitaker was Australian, so they both kind of have ties to Australia in general. It was very cool to see the crowd kind of get into the match and everything. Excuse me. Whoa, excuse me. With it, I actually really enjoyed the fight a lot. Just my takeaway on it, like I said, Israel definitely has power. You can't deny that. Israel just looked like the cleaner fighter. Again, I'm absolutely not taking a single thing away from Robert Whitaker at all. Like I said, he's going to be back. He's going to be better than ever. That's kind of undeniable. He is a good fighter. He just did not look like the same fighter that I've seen him be. But obviously, I think he's going to come back, and that rematch, oh my God, that rematch is going to be nasty. And if the UFC can get into New Zealand for that rematch, it's going to be even better for Adesanya to kind of defend. Jesus. You want to stop camping, buddy? It's going to be a huge rematch if that does get put in New Zealand. Dana, hit my line. Trust me. I'll get that thing selling. I will sell that like no tomorrow. Because you know Whitaker is going to want his belt back. And you know Adesanya will want to put on a show for his for all his people in New Zealand. So I do think that will get made, just not right away. Obviously, Whitaker's definitely got to heal from injuries and everything that goes around that. So the next fight should definitely be Paulo Costa. And I think that match is just even more intriguing. Just because, I mean, Paulo Costa is a ginormous fighter for that 185 division. I don't know what he walks around at weight-wise, but it looks like he cuts some weight. He's a big guy. I think that match will be a really good match, especially now. I think you're going to have a lot of kind of smack talk, hype behind that fight as well. Just because, again, of what kind of guy Israel is. He likes to smack talk. He likes to let everyone know he is the best. And as of right now, that's what he is. He is the best middleweight on the planet. Obviously, I don't know when that match could be made, but when that does happen, I'm telling you guys, you're gonna have to tune in, because I think the build up to it is gonna have a lot of smack talk. It's gonna have a lot of hype behind it. It's gonna honestly be a really, really, really good match to watch. Just Israel is such a, when he's in the octagon, he's so just smooth and cool. There's something about the way he literally is the last style bender. Just the way he moves, it's so slick. He doesn't look very stressed very often. I think the only time we really saw him in kind of out of his element would have been his fight between Kelvin Gastelum. He did get kind of pushed on a couple times, and he just did not seem like himself just for like one brief round, but then he went right back to being himself and put up a hell of a fight. He definitely deserved that title shot, and I think he's a good guy for the UFC to have with that belt. He's going to bring a lot of publicity around the sport again. I think he is he's got another kind of Conor mentality. He's got a McGregor type of mentality, which is great for the UFC. Someone who is skilled, but then obviously really skilled in talking smack, getting publicity and hype around their fight. that is what I think is next for that middleweight division. And then those were my thoughts on the fight. If you guys did enjoy this video, please leave a like, comment. Let me know what you thought about the fight if you did watch it. And then please subscribe, guys. It always, like I say, it always helps me put out the best content I can when I know I have loyal people coming in every day to watch my videos. So that would mean a lot. I hope you all have a good day. Peace.